businesses haven't seen the ChatGPT moment yet in terms of that unlock. And you alluded to some of this. Do you think that's more a workflow change management issue or technology issue or just a risk appetite by large organizations? What do you think really enables that to transform over the next year or two?
I don't know that there will be one ChatGPT moment in the enterprise. I think it's going to be kind of a collection of small moments. And I think I always kind of think of AI as like a little bit of a heat map. And there's kind of certain parts of that map that light up at certain times. And so it's not like there's been kind of one transition innovation that is like, okay, great, we've got these models that are now broadly capable of doing all things everywhere all the time. Software engineering being a good example of one of the first areas of the map that's lit up, where you've now got systems that are highly, highly capable of writing very complex software systems, reviewing code, debugging, and so on. And the workflow of a software engineer has fundamentally changed. And that is an area that I think you'll see continued investment in. You'll see continued products get built there between things like Codex, Claude Code, Cursor, and others. They all have to start with C. And so that's an area where I think for an enterprise, if you're not actively thinking about how to make sure your software engineering team is equipped with the right tool set and that you're integrating that tool set, like you're kind of behind. But other areas that are maybe a little bit more complex probably are not going to be. There's going to be a longer timeline to where you see what I would call like transformative impact. There's a lot of organizations that have highly human-centric teams, right? Where whether it's in support, whether it's in things like care delivery, if you're a health system, there's places where it's going to be harder to kind of have AI make immediate impact, even if model capability accelerates, simply because there's just a lot of messiness and a lot of softness in the workflow. AI likes workflow where there's rules. It's kind of bounded environments. It can use tools. And obviously very kind of like software and desktop based.